Lounge of Stories. Uncover the power of stories.
Hello, my name is Diana Frances Spencer. I was born on a sunny day, July 1st, 1961. My birthplace was a beautiful house called Park House. It's located inside the royal estate at Sandringham, Norfolk, England. It's a place full of green fields and clear skies. My father, Edward John Spencer, came from the Spencer family. They were well known and respected in Britain. He was the Viscount Althorp and the son of the 7th Earl Spencer. He was a brave man who had an impressive military career during World War II. My mother, Frances Ruth Roche, was also born in Park House, Sandringham. She was born on a cold winter day, January 20th, 1936. She was a good friend of King George VI and served as a lady-in-waiting to the Queen Consort. Sadly, my parents' marriage had many problems, and they divorced when I was just 7 years old. At first, I lived in the busy city of London with my mother, but later, I moved back to live with my father and my siblings at Sandringham. Growing up, I experienced the British aristocratic life. We often had royal gatherings at the Sandringham estate. I even got to play with Prince Andrew and Prince Edward, who were the Queen's sons. But my childhood was not all fun and games. I saw my parents' unhappy marriage, and their divorce made my life unstable. I didn't get along well with my stepmother, and life at home was often difficult. But even with these problems, I found a way to be happy. I discovered that I loved music, swimming, and dancing. These activities made me feel confident and beautiful. My school years were some of the happiest times in my life. As I grew up, I saw many changes in Britain during the mid-1980s. The country was changing in many ways, politically, culturally, socially, and economically. It was a time of rebuilding after the damage of World War II, the start of the Cold War, and changes in society. The monarchy was still important in British society, and old traditions were still followed even as new ideas were growing. In 1980, my life changed in a big way. I met Prince Charles, the future king, at a party. He thought I was fun, funny, and pretty. There were rumours that Charles was still in love with Camilla Parker Bowles. Charles and I started dating, and many people were interested in our relationship. The press watched us closely, and the newspapers were always looking for stories about us, whether they were good or bad. On a winter day, February 6, 1981, Charles asked me to marry him, and I said yes. We told the public about our engagement 2 weeks later. This news made the media very excited. The royal family was careful about keeping a good image, and any mistakes or scandals could cause big problems. We got married on July 29, 1981. People all over the world watched our wedding. I became the Princess of Wales, and people started calling me Princess Di. Married life was not easy for me. Charles and I were very different, and our relationship became difficult. There were rumours that both of us were not faithful, which made the media pay even more attention to us. Despite these problems, I focused on being a good mother to our 2 sons, William and Harry. I wanted to give them a loving and stable family. As a royal, I used my position to bring attention to important social issues and to do charity work. I became known for my kindness and understanding, connecting with people from all walks of life. I cared deeply about issues such as AIDS awareness, the fight against landmines, and the well-being of children. But the problems in my marriage affected my emotional health. The pressure of always being watched by the public and the difficulties of being in an unhappy marriage were hard for me. In 1992, Charles and I separated, and we were officially divorced in 1996. The end of our marriage made the media and the public even more interested in us. Sadly, my life ended too soon on August 31st, 1997. I died in a terrible car accident in Paris. The news of my death shocked the world, and millions of people were filled with grief. People made memorials and tributes to remember me. The public's outpouring of love and sorrow was a defining moment in history. Conspiracy theories and scrutiny followed, while my family, friends, and the world continued to mourn. My legacy as the Princess of Wales, a symbol of compassion, lives on, inspiring generations to come.